Um, I know it's a little bit late for this and stuff, but guess what? Guess what time it is? It's faction rally time, and Destiny 1. I was a huge Dead Orbit fan, huge Dead Orbit fan. Destiny 2, I learned a lot more about each of the factions, and I think honestly, oh, don't worry about the internet connection. I'm running some stuff on my computer right now. I'm actually a bit more of a Future War Cult kind of guy now. At the very least, I think Future War Cult goes best with my main, which is my Exo Warlock. Now, I will be doing a character for each faction, and I'm picking the characters to go with each faction that I think kind of suits it the best. So, let me elaborate. I've already equipped two of my characters with the other factions. My Warlock is designated to be Future War Cult. But let's go talk to Jalal real quick.
As long as the Traveler hangs above us, creatures hungry for its light will find us. This place is but a temporary refuge. Earth is dying. If humanity is to survive the dangers to come, we must leave this broken shell behind. Our future lies among the stars. Come with us, Guardian. Support Dead Orbit. Help us impress the consensus. Refit our ships and save us all.
Okay, so that was Jalal. This guy, in Destiny 1, they were often called the Space Goths. You know, the black and white and the whole, like, thing with them, the old poetry. I think it's still here. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Is it? No, it's not there. Is it over here? Yes, it is. Or, listen to this real quick.
This terminal looks like it's in use as a forum for Dead Orbit folks. About what you'd expect. Lots of pictures of people wearing black and nihilistic poetry.
So they're the Space Goths. Space Goths. It's confirmed. Anyways, so they're Destiny 1, their main slogan was based around the fact that the Traveler was sleeping, and therefore he could be dead. He has no way of protecting us because he's asleep, and might as well leave while we still have our lives. Now, currently, the Traveler's awake, and they're thinking, oh, you know, he's gonna drag more attention to us, and, you know, we're all gonna die, which actually is also very true, because at the end, a little bit of spoilers, but at the end of the campaign, the extra cutscene, there's the Traveler waking up and obliterating Gaul, but there's these giant triangular ships that are coming towards us now because of the Traveler waking. So Dead Orbit's still got a foundation in here, but definitely something to look out for. My Hunter is what I'm picking for Dead Orbit because, you know, even when especially when you're doing the Night Stalker quest. Yeah, shut up. Watch me. I'll talk to you in a second. I like how my character's going for Future War Cult and he's got a freaking New Monarchy gun. But besides that point, Hunters don't really have a home in the tower, and they don't really have a home, you know, on the battlefields like Titans and stuff like that. And they don't have libraries like Warlocks. Where they feel the most at home is out in the wild. And that's actually what is stated in the game when you're doing the Night Stalker quest, both in the first one and in the second one. And so that's why I chose my Hunter to be for Dead Orbit. Now, it kind of seems like the most fitting. Now, here's Future War Cult, which is going to be for my Warlock.
When Future War Cult predicted the Red War, no one believed. They laughed at us. They called me a zealot, a fool. But when the attack came, we were ready. We saved thousands. War is a constant. We know this. The question is, do we wait for it to find us? Or do we study war and its timelines, identify the most likely course of events, and take the fight to our enemies? You know the answer, Guardian.
Okay, so that's Lakshmi 2. And the whole thing behind Future War Cult is that they have a device that lets them see into the future. It's kind of I can't think of a good example of it, but it lets them see all possible future possibilities. And you might be thinking, oh, that's ridiculously overpowered or whatever, but it just shows you possible futures. It doesn't show you the exact future, it shows you possibilities. And all the humans and the Awoken that have gone and used this device admittedly have gone insane. But Lakshmi 2, as an exo, she's gone into the machine, and so far everyone who's gone into it and seen the future has reported back saying either the darkness has already taken over and everything's done, or we are in some form of great war. And there's a couple scannables around the tower. I personally don't know where all of them are, but all of them do talk about how they are hoarding these just technologies that no one knows how to use. They're hoarding these unknown technologies for studying, so they are more prepared for the next great war. And just the raw power and the pursuit of knowledge seems to go best with the Warlock class, and as well as I think they're probably the best choice for me personally as a player. They're very secretive, they're very unknown, and personally I think they're the best choice for me personally. Again, I also see valid points with Dead Orbit, and I also see valid points with New Monarchy, which we're just about to talk about. So here's Executor Hideo.
Strong Earth is essential for a strong humanity. We will survive together, and we will not surrender our home to anyone. We mobilized more rescue and relief efforts during the Red War than the other factions combined. With your support, we could do even more. What do you say?
Alright, so that was Executor Hideo. And the whole point behind a New Monarchy is fight for our home, fight together, and as the name implies, create a new monarchy. They're all for the tower, they're all for defending the tower, they're all for building the tower into a better place, but they're also based around making a supreme ruler that cannot be removed at any place or manner. No matter what that person does or becomes or creates or turns into, they cannot be impeached from their powerful position. Which is kind of a very sketchy thing to do, which is why I don't fully agree with them. But that's why I picked my Titan for them. And you might be like, why do separate factions? Why be this way? Like, you know, why not just pick the one that fits best with you? And one, I feel like it's nice to have diversity among your characters. You want different feels and ideologies based on the class you pick, you know. Classes are made to be played differently, they're made to be used differently, so why not they think differently, you know? As well as I most personally identify with my Warlock, so I want my Warlock to be closest to me. As well as that also seems to fit in line with Future War Cult, so it's a perfect fit. Also, I picked the Titan for my New Monarchy because, one, he's the closest to being a knight, you know? So, knights, kings, it kind of fits. and as well as Titans are the ones that built the walls around the last city. So obviously, you know, they built the walls, they built this, and they're here to protect it. So, for me, it seems like the best fit for Titan to be there. Now, the only real thing I'm kind of okay with flipping on is maybe flipping my choices for my Warlock and my Hunter. Titan's indisputable, that is New Monarchy. But
I would be more satisfied.
I kind of feel like, you know, Wizards, Warlocks, you know, us can be a form of just kind of like floaters. We like to wander and explore new things. As well as Hunters are very, I don't know, maybe they have more insight into things. I don't really know. But I feel like those are the only two that could maybe be switched. But I think this is probably the most concrete choices I can for each faction and for each character. So, this is my last one, Lakshmi 2. Pledging to future War Cult. Other thing I noticed, you actually get an emblem, which is pretty damn cool. I actually didn't know you got emblems, which is pretty interesting. To be honest, I don't really like that emblem. I like the Dead Orbit emblem. The Dead Orbit emblem's pretty damn sick, I'll have to be honest. But anyways, that'll be the end of this video. I just wanted to like let you guys know what I was picking, why I picked it, and how I was going about this, as well as maybe it gave you some insight into which one you wanted to pick. So yeah, good luck to you, and hope everything works out, I guess. So see you later. Peace out.